When I woke up this morning, I was still thinking about the conversation I had with my mother yesterday. The goal of the science review for last week was to raise the score to above 90 points. Now a week has passed, and the result is not ideal. My mother and I made a summary, starting from last Monday. I did 2 test papers every day, and by last Saturday, I had completed a total of 12 test papers. The score of the first test paper I did was 73 points, and the score of the last test paper on Saturday was 82 points. Although there is progress, it is still far from the goal. I know my mother is very anxious. She tried every way to help me improve my grades, but I always seem to be out of shape. In science, the total score is 100 points, with 28 multiple-choice questions, 2 points each for a total of 56 points, and 12 open-ended questions, 44 points in total. Among the papers I completed over the past 6 days, the best performance on multiple-choice questions was 27 correct answers for 54 points, while the worst was 20 correct answers for 40 points. My older sister explained that these errors stemmed from my weak foundation in the subject. As for the open-ended questions, the best score I achieved was 33 points, while the worst was 19 points. My sister pointed out that these questions not only required a solid foundation but also strong writing skills and advanced answering techniques, both of which I lacked. Her explanation helped me understand my shortcomings. Later, Mom and I went through the practice papers I had done that week. Analyzing the mistakes, I realized that I had an incomplete grasp of the basic concepts covered in the 5 main themes of the primary science curriculum: diversity, cycles, systems, energy, and interactions. This was particularly true for the 4th grade content, which I had barely studied. Our review plan for the week was to work on practice papers in the afternoon, correct mistakes in the evening, and memorize the related knowledge. This plan should have helped me solidify the basic concepts. However, every time I opened the science textbook, I felt like I had a general understanding of each chapter. As a result, I didn't put much effort into this part of the review, and my understanding of the basic concepts remained unchanged. This realization made me feel a bit anxious. I had identified the problem, but what could I do about it? I was at a loss. Mom said,
"I've told you 1,000 times. The knowledge in the textbook is just information, and it's only yours when you memorize it."
She could see my hesitation and unconvinced expression.
"Or maybe I should just study for you and take the exam for you. Would that be okay?"
Of course, that was out of the question. I faced another round of teasing from Mom. By the end of our discussion, Mom concluded that the science review for that week had not met the target. My conclusion was, the revolution has not yet succeeded, but my mom must continue to strive. Hearing my response, Mom rolled her eyes and walked away. I knew she meant well, but I really needed to find a more effective and suitable learning method for myself. It was time to put my little brain to work.